Jack, this is just your second post-mortem after a Champions Cup defeat. Myself and maybe a lot of Leinster fans have been around for a few more. I've noticed this time there's a lot of angry Leinster fans out there. They're not as empathetic to what went on from the previous seasons. They're not happy with the selection. They're not happy with the decisions on the field. What would you say to the Leinster fans who would feel they have a point in wondering why you didn't start your strongest team, and at the end, why you didn't take a kick? If the philosophy was to finish with a stronger team, why you couldn't take 3 points, bring it to extra time, and let the 20 minutes with your finishers get you over the line?
Yeah, I think the first thing is, listen to what will my message be to the Leinster fans. The thing that probably hurts the most is the fact that I think within the building as players and as coaches, we while in the preparation part and in the playing part and in the being part of the game, you almost feel that it must come out right now. You can actually, you're trying to influence the game, and you have, I won't say you have control over it, but the players obviously have have full control over it. But we as coaches in the box also have some sort of control over it, because you have half-time substitutions and all that. But for the fan, they don't have control over it. The only thing they can give is they can give their full support. And I think if you look at the fans over this part of the season, they gave everything they could, which is their full support. So I can understand the frustration and the anger, and that's probably the thing that hurts us in the building the most, and hurt is the wrong word. It's actually the thing that probably sickens us the most for ourselves, for the performance we put in, and unfortunately, the fans have to live with that, because of the result we got, which wasn't the result we wanted. But in terms of the team selection piece, yeah, obviously, as coaches, we select a team that we think will get us a result on Saturday. And if you look at all the games that we played this season, that's been the philosophy. And if I can take you back to last year when we played Northampton, we felt they actually ended quite strong at the back end of it, of that game, where I mean, with having maybe an impactful bench kind of take that away. We thought, I mean, again, you make a decision and you're not sure. I mean, hindsight's always perfect science. We win the game, nobody would have asked these questions, and it will be, yes, what a brilliant tactic. You lose the game, listen, you have to live with the consequence of your decision. So if I look at it from that point of view, the second half, I think we were going on in halftime 27-15. And the second half, we scored, I think, 9. We won the second half 19-10. So that was what we were looking for. We probably didn't want to be that far down halftime. Didn't want to be down halftime. We just felt, if you look at the Harlequins game, in the Harlequins game at 60 minutes, we were leading 31-0. And then the same impact came off the bench, and we scored another 31 points in the last 20 minutes. So, and I can justify here, and people will say, la. At the end of the day, we selected a team that we thought will get us a result. It didn't, and we will just have to live with the criticism that we get, because, like I say, hindsight makes perfect science. And going for the 3, same thing there. You go for the 3, and let's say something happens and you miss the kick. People will say you scored 4 tries with taking penalties 5 meters out. So if you think of Tommy's try, it was a scrum, free kick given, quick tap, scored. Lowy quick tap, Josh scored. We had 2 penalty moves 5 meters from their try line, which we scored. And in that moment, they are 14. They got a forward yellow carded. So if we didn't score, didn't convert the kick, people would have said, listen, they were 14, you guys were excellent inside their 22, 5 meters out. Why didn't you go for the win? So I think, again, hindsight, if you look at it from hindsight, now I will say, because we couldn't score with a tap penalty or with a maul, I would probably say maybe we should have gone for the 3. You know, but again, because you lose the game, there is no. I can see both sides of the coin. Yeah.
Just in a previous iteration, like Leo said, like, just trust the players on the field to make the decision. When you were with the Springboks, there seemed to be a lot more signals coming from the coach's box with lights or whatever about taking kicks or not. Is that in operation at Leinster on any level, or is it completely? No. Do you expect Jack Conan in a tight cup game to decide to come back and take a kick, a really tight cup game?
No, listen, that is up to the players. I mean, they're the ones that have a feeling of what it feels like on the pitch. I mean, and you have to trust them there. And yeah, if we have kicked the penalty, we would have exit, and we would have still need to win the game. So at the end of the day, we needed to win the game. The kick wouldn't win the game for us. So the kick would have taken us to extra time, and then we would have still need to win the game. So at the end of the day, we needed to win the game. If we kicked the 3 and then had to do it in extra time, or we went for it with how the players felt, where they were mentally, the momentum we had, they were on another warning. They were 14 men down on a warning. I mean, you have to take all those things into equation, and then, like I say, that's the beauty of sport. You live and die by your decisions.